Play Pibaro, Ipidang Subhai Piece, I yet commit, but Kikubo, Baman.
Mentaka katway tere ujilio arhajar arhuwe umentri rangba kajilao konrad ke sangma mentaka sngi ula penbena baka sorkar kan teng biang ka Jingkhang dam sa Shitaiew haka jilla kamtam ha East Khasi Hills nrei haka ju kapor kan pelat arpo persen ki jaj kam ban trei ban kata bat yakani la penshat haka bor Sinshar district la ban kedo baka Jingkhang dam klaya shakashibenai shiteng hadu mentaka sngi bla penbena nadu ka shitarek ujemmang arhajar arpuwe
of the Deputy Commissioner in July, along with the other health officials out here. So we had a review meeting and we reviewed the entire situation of the state. We strongly felt that though the numbers are plateauing and though the numbers are coming down in certain districts, we still cannot let our guards down because we still have not crossed or come down below our danger level. So therefore, in the cabinet today, we have decided that a lockdown, at least in East Khasi Hills, we have decided in terms of the district where it was most prevalent and the numbers are the highest today, that East Khasi Hills, the lockdown will continue. The districts in the other states, other districts in the state also, the deputy commissioners will be given the power to decide on the lockdown. Most districts will continue with the lockdown, but the deputy commissioners will decide. But there is a rider to this. While continuing the lockdown, we also understand that people's livelihood are being affected a lot. Therefore, the cabinet has decided today that we will allow up to 20%. We will allow up to 20% of non-essential commodities to be open in different areas of the state. But that will be decided by the deputy commissioner. It means some deputy commissioners in some market areas may decide only 5% shops to be open. In some areas, they may decide 10% shops to be open. But in no circumstance will we allow more than 20% of the shops to be open in any specific market area or any particular locality or as the case may be. But having said that, the deputy commissioners will have the power to not allow any of the markets to open in case they feel that this situation is not conducive for the non-essential commodities to be open. So therefore, that decision will be left with the deputy commissioners, but the cabinet is giving the flexibility to them to decide up to 20% of non-essential commodities to be open. Number two, will be allowed to permit commercial vehicles to work on ply, depending again on the districts and depending again on the areas, again up to 20%, which means that the commercial vehicles, the numbers, depending on the area and depending on which district it is in, the deputy commissioners may decide 5% of the commercial vehicles can function. Some may decide 10%, some may decide 15%, but they cannot go beyond 20%, all depending on the positivity rate and the local conditions in terms of COVID that is there in the concerned district and the regions and the specific locations that we mentioned. Apart from that, the other lockdowns, the other containments like large public gatherings and other gatherings will not be allowed, and those again will remain. And also, as I said, the deputy commissioners, depending on the locations, will have the power to not allow any of this to also happen. So they may decide to have 0%. For especially districts like West Jingkhang Hills, from the cabinet, we have recommended that in West Jingkhang Hills also, certain degree of strict lockdown must continue as the positivity rate is above the roof right now. 33% is a very, very high positivity rate.